January 1st, 2022. I had less than 1,000 followers, no photographer, just an iPhone and a vision. And at this point, I had already been traveling the world for 4 months, been living in Spain, and then I moved to Mexico. And just the lifestyle, the freedom that comes with it. And I met other people who did this full time, so I was just thinking, why not me? I wanted in badly. That's when I stopped waiting and set one rule: post every third day, no matter what. And this single decision was a game changer, because consistency builds momentum, and momentum creates opportunities. 3 years later, I'm working with brands you have probably heard of, while traveling the world full time, and documenting a lifestyle that I thought was once impossible to achieve. But this isn't my story, it's everything that I have learned, so that you can start to chase your dream life too, no matter where you are right now. So at this point in the start, I was just using my phone for all the photos. I'd even ask strangers to take photos of me, or some friends that I met along the way while traveling. But then I realized that I cannot rely on other people while doing this if I really wanted to make it. So I actually ended up buying my first camera, an Sony a6-100, and this is one of the best investments that I have ever made in my whole life. And then I also bought my tripod as well. So that's when I started to take photos of myself. I just connect my phone to the camera and just start the shutter, and the camera will just go bam, bam, bam. And I just had to learn how to pose in public while people was just walking around looking at me laughing like what's going on. But I never really cared about what other people were thinking about me. I just kept going, you know. But you have to understand what matters the most: people's opinions or your future. Okay, so now I'm heading to the spot where I had my first photo shoot alone here in my hometown. Let me show you. Believe it or not, but this spot right here is where I started to take my first pictures alone. Why not take some right now? Okay, we're in a small town, so yeah, options are limited. This might not look like Paris Fashion Week, but give me a tripod and 5 minutes and I'll make it look like it is. So yeah guys, it doesn't have to be more complicated than that. Just find a cool spot that you feel comfortable in, wear an outfit that you like, and then just have fun with it. Try different angles, different posing games, and then you'll find what you like in your style. If you've been on my Instagram, you've probably seen this spot before. This is where it all started, like I said, and yeah, crazy how far we've come since then. And people is always waiting for the right opportunity to have everything planned out, everything prepared for. But the truth is that it will never be like that. You just have to hop right into it and then learn along the way as you go, because there will never be a moment where you feel 100% ready for it. That was the biggest mind shift for me, to just stop waiting and actually start doing. So if you're serious about growing your social media or just build a personal brand, pick a posting schedule that works for you and stick to it. So after 7-8 months of posting every third day regularly, I felt confident enough in my content, and I knew I had high quality content. So I thought, why can I not now start to reach out to brands to get my first collaboration? So I wrote a simple media kit, and I went on Instagram to find other similar creators to me with the same amount of followers that I had, and I just found the brands that they collaborated with and just wrote down the emails of all of them. So I wrote down a script and I personalized the script for each email that I sent out. And that night I emailed like 100 brands, hoping that I would land my first collaboration, and eventually one brand actually got back to me and they said, we want to work with you. And then they offered clothes worth $100 from their website for a post. And to me at that time felt unreal. I was thinking in my head, I can actually start doing this now. Anything is possible as long as you believe in it. And from there, it just snowballed. As I got new collaborations, I had the pressure on myself that I had to deliver, and my content just got better. And I got more collaboration deals and just more and better brands eventually. Landing some dream collaborations of mine as well. For example, MBST Select, the suitcases. And also Nomos, the watch brand. I had been collaborating with these brands, and yeah, I realized the most important thing is consistency. As long as you're consistent and you keep posting and engaging with your audience, sky's the limit. And here are my 3 biggest lessons that I learned along this journey. Number 1, Consistency beats motivation every time. Stick to your posting schedule. Number 2, act like a pro early. Look at what the top creators are doing that you can look up to and take inspiration from. You don't have to copy them, but use their content for inspiration so you can learn and grow from them, because that's how you get better as well. And just keep posting. You will get better with time. And the third one is mindset. You have to believe to be able to achieve. So as long as you believe in yourself, there is a possibility that you will make it. So just keep going, and as long as you don't quit, you can't fail. So I learned along the way that it's not about having the best gear in the game or the perfect aesthetic. It's about being confident, showing people who you are and what you stand for. And I was always the guy who dressed with intention. And I always believe that you can dress for success. Just the way you present yourself can change your entire mindset. So if you're looking at this and want this life, you have to be willing to leave what's comfortable, to let go of what you know and step into the unknown. Deep down, we all know that's what it takes to grow. For me, it meant leaving my small town, packing a bag, saying goodbye and moving across the world, completely alone. There were days I questioned everything, when nothing made sense and I had no one to turn to but myself. But that's when I learned who I really was. You figure it out, you find a way, and one day you wake up stronger than ever, surrounded by people, memories, and a life you built from zero. It's only crazy until it happens. You don't need 10,000 followers, you don't need permission. You just have to start where you are and with what you have. And also treat it like it already matters, because it does. Your 51st posts will not be perfect, but create, learn, and keep going until people just can't ignore you anymore. Because remember, it only takes one decision to change everything. And now, I'm actually about to pack my suitcase to go traveling the world for the 3rd year. Crazy. And of course, I'm gonna do full-time content creation along the way, and I'm gonna share the whole journey with you, business-wise, collaboration-wise, post, all the good times and memories with you guys. So if you want to see how it's done and maybe build something too along the way, subscribe. Because if I can do it, so can you. Thank you for watching.